Greetings, viewers. Thanks for joining me today. A little more on the upgrades for the green 3rd gen. Got my cheap stereo put in the last segment. I had to make those brackets. Got it put in just fine. No worries there. Said I'd do a little follow-up on speakers. I'm going to show you how to get these door panels apart without destroying them, and how to change the speakers out of those little housings they're glued into. Going to put that piece of rear diff armor on, or at least show that. I've got the LED headlight thing I wanted to do. That'll only take a minute. It's pretty cold out here today, so not going to be too long, but I also have something exciting in the works. This is one of the latches from our vehicles, the 3rd gen 4runners, and it has up here for the key operation an electric solenoid in here that releases the hatch. Well, you can't open a 3rd gen 4runner hatch from the inside, and I'm going to show how to wire this in to make a push button remote that opens the door. There are kits out there that have cables that tie in here, and it's just another piece of cable that ties in, and you can pop them with a lever. I'm going to do it electrically. I'm going to put in a window switch also into the harness on the hatch and be able to get the window down also. This is a different hatch, of course not mine. This is the wire, the gray one here, that controls the window. You just follow the wires around to the harness where they come out, which you can't see any of that because I'm upside down. But anyway, and then you can jump a switch in. I also put a power port in the back when I changed the panels, because this is a 96. I put a 98 panel in because I wanted this power port. I'm going to wire it hot, and in this section right here, I'm going to put the switch for the window and the rear hatch. So to me, that's pretty exciting to have a remote window switch and rear hatch release, and they'll be hot all the time, as will that power port. So I'm going to have to do some interior tearing apart for that. That ain't happening today, but that's coming up. Damn hatch, got to slam it. There you go. But anyway, that's coming up, and I'm excited for that. So hang on while I get started here, show you a couple things today. Okay, so under the truck now, this trail gear rear diff armor piece that I bought, since this isn't a real hardcore wheeling truck, I didn't feel it necessary to get the one that goes all the way across and covers the whole bottom. I'm going to have to take this bracket off and reattach it to here, because I will have my emergency brake working. I've also got all the parts to rebuild that coming up. But once this is taken off, there's 2 spot welds. It'll pop off pretty easy. I've done this once before. This just fits on right here. It kind of goes straight in line, with the straight line on the other side, and it just tacks on. This metal's pretty thin, and if you hit this area where the ring gear is hard enough, you can bend this in and hit your ring gear and wear a hole in it and ruin your day real quick. So this will be safe and easy, because sometimes when you're backing up to reposition, you might slam a rock with the back, and I ain't going to have that happening on here and messing up my stuff. So this will go on. I'll pop that off, and you've seen me weld before. I'll grind it and paint it and all when I'm done. But I don't think it's necessary to show that welding. But I might do it when I get to that to pop it off anyway. Never know. We'll see what happens. Okay, this next part's as easy as changing a headlight, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. I try not to block everything with my hand, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The little clip, we got the 3 red wires on it. You kind of got to push your fingers around this rubber piece, grab the sides of it, give it a little wiggle, and it comes right off. Then the rubber piece has a little tab to pull from the top. Right there it says pull. You pull that, and it exposes the light. Now try to get where you can see it here. Not going to be able to, most likely, but there's a little wire in there. This piece, I'll point at it with my pick. Fuck it, you can't see it. I'm just going to push it. There's a little hoop you push in towards the light and pull up. That releases that wire clip and makes your headlight loose and floppy. Take it out. Okay, you're not going to reuse this one today, so put it in your little rubber thing and don't touch the glass part because it's halogen, and you can't touch the glass part of a halogen bulb because the oil in your skin will ruin it and make it pop the next time it comes on. Now, on the LED bulb, there's the little flat part on the light right there. That goes on the bottom. Always goes on the bottom, whether it's an LED light or any light. But get your plug out the way, tuck it back there, shove this in with the bottom part down, or the flat part down, goes in the hole, fits up in there nice and snug. This has got that big motor on the back of it. There it is, which is kind of cumbersome, but it's okay. You can work around it. Get your wire clip back around your new LED light fixture and clip it into place. It does, that little wire part just pushes in. Hang on, I'm going to grab something to, no I'm not. You can get the gist of it. They come in from the side over here. That little wire clippy thing, you just push in and raise up. You push it down and push down to reassemble it. So just make sure that that all goes around your clip well and holds that in. Then you gotta get your plug. It's on a little cable. Goes right in to your clippy thing there. And make sure it's good and snug as well. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Now I'm going to turn the lights off real quick and see how it looks. Hold on. Okay, I got the majority of the lights in my shop off. Turn these on. Now the driver's side was brighter than normal. That's a Silver Star bulb by Sylvania. They are much brighter and crisper. But that now is the LED bulb. Whiter, brighter, much more crisp. And shining on the front, you can tell on that piece of cement board how yellow versus how white. So pretty noticeable. There's a little fan on the light that keeps it cool. You could kind of hear it running. Interesting. But anyway, I'm going to run those. I'm going to see what I think. And another little comparison from one side to the other. That's way brighter. I like it, I think. We'll see. I just traded something for these, so I'm not out anything if I don't like it. But right now, I think I like it. Okay, on to the door panel. Door panel is pretty easy to remove. You got a little clip here. You push in the middle with your pick and then pop that little plug out. Got one of those over here on the end as well. Again, just push in the middle and then pop the little piece off. When you go to put those back on, you push the piece out the other way first and then push it in and then push that in flat. So they push in to come out and then you pull them out to put them back in. Kind of just the opposite of what you might think. You're going to need your screw gun. Take that little screw out of that door handle right there. Set your screw down there. I'm going to put this down somewhere. Maybe right there. See if I can get the door. Hold on. Okay, that kind of works. I'll try not to block everything as I do this here. But you take your pick Put it under your front of your control panel and just lift up. You can stuff it down in there, or you can just unplug these. They're real easy to unplug and to go back in real simple. This handle, once you remove the screw, it slides forward. And then you've got a little clip on the back. You probably can't see me do anything with, but you just pull it towards you and then hold that down with your pick. And it's just this little green clippy thing here that grabs your wire. It's pretty obvious. You pull it off your wire, then hold your wire, the wire that controls your door. I'll show you in a minute. And this pops off. Pretty simple there. Door handle has to come off. Same thing. Pick tool at the very front. Raise up. You got another push fitting in the back. Those are just push clips, real easy. Got two more screws here and here. Then get your door panel removal tool, find you a corner, and pop your clips. Once you get it started, you can usually do them by hand. Pull that a little bit towards you, it releases this piece, and then you kind of wiggle it and move it, and there you go. Make sure all your clips are still in your door. As you go around, if they're not, pull them out and take them out. And put this up here on the roof. Careful, you'll lose all the stuff in your door panel as you do that. Now there's just a plug here for your upper speaker. Get the clip in there. Yeah, pick. Undo that one. There's another one here. A little clippy on the top. Perfect. See how easy these clips come apart? There we go. You get those out of your way. Take your screw gun again. Yeah. One. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 down on the bottom. You got to take this whole plastic thing out. And then you put your speaker in it. And then put it back on. So that little plastic thing is just stuck into your door. Yeah, that speaker's falling apart. Old paper, junk speaker. But anyway, now I take this over to the bench and we'll put the new speaker in it. Now, of course, the back door panels come apart in the same fashion. Now there's 4 screws. I forgot my screw gun. Hold on. You gotta take these 4 screws out here too. Now I got speakers I ordered from Crutchfield, so they're direct fits. I did take apart a back one too. The door panel comes apart the same way. This is one of the back speakers, smaller, same basic thing. Unplug it. Once I get these all apart, I'm going to take these wires and I'm going to put the correct ends on them to plug into my new speakers. That way everything I'm using is all factory stuff. Now, you get your 4 screws out here. This speaker is glued onto here, but it's not real tight. I get my pick in there and get it loose. If you heat this glue up, it lets go easier. I hope you can see me doing all that. But you can just stick something in there and pry it apart. It's got adhesive on it to hold it in there. Get the wires out. Hang on. And then I'm going to cut them off right down here by the speaker. Got me some fittings that go on my new speaker on the back, and you just plug them in. Use these wires. This speaker is not the one I'm putting in, but it's another one that came out. See how it bolts right up? This is what I used as a reference from another vehicle. I don't have my speakers here yet, so I'm just using this one to show you. But anyway, they bolt right in. And then you just plug your wires in, put this back in the car, reassemble your door panel, and there you got new speakers. Now, if I go so far as to do a sub or something, I'll tune you into that, but right now I'm just changing the door speakers. So thanks for tuning in today. Like and subscribe. Check out the links. Feel free to leave a comment. Plenty more coming. I got more upgrades on the green truck, and I'm going to do that rear hatch and window buttons for the back, so you'll want to see that. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day.